A few weeks ago, we put a call out looking for things that you're curious to learn about in your golf game. Taking your range game to the course, looking for consistency, looking for distance. Got hundreds and hundreds of responses. So we've done a little series of videos here. Welcome to Random Golf Club Films Instruction Series. I'm here with Dana Dahlquist. You're a very good golfer. You've worked with some of the world's best golfers. Thank you for listening and watching at the same time. Welcome back to the show today, everybody. As you guys may remember, you sent us some videos about problems you were having with your golf game. And these videos don't really make that much sense to show you. They're just basically called, I struggle with bringing my range game to the course. So we're gonna go over some general ways to do that.
Yeah, this could be the most important part, because if you actually are not like me, I'm a range rat, so I stay on the range all day long, and you like to play, we have to make sure that we understand there is a little bit of method to the madness here. And generally speaking, the way how I see people practice is not the way they should be doing it.
Interesting. But what do you typically see when they're at the range versus heading to the course?
So it's not really what they're doing, it's how they're doing it.
Okay.
So when a player wants to get better, they tend to default into technique.
Okay.
And when we default into technique, we tend to think about, random things I need to fix in my golf swing, and I try to take that out to the course, and that's not very reactive.
Right, I see. Sort of the concept there is not necessarily offensive.
Yeah.
You're talking about like the defensive mindset.
Yeah. When we look at it, when you go to the driving range or the putting green or the chipping green, we have to kind of see what's useful. And then things that are not useful, we need to pull out. So there is a time for maybe some block practice, and that's a little cliche of a saying, but block practice is you kind of working on mechanics. But then you have to do things like, what is your routine? Is it consistently doing the same thing every time?
Like pre-shot routine.
Pre-shot routine.
Post-shot routine.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
So that's one of the aspects. The other thing is kind of doing your field work. Like knowing how far a club goes, seeing how much it curves.
Yeah, I think very few people know that. And to the extent where very few people even know how far the shot is, much less what they have in the bag with that iron.
Right. Yeah, and sometimes people either over or under club themselves all the time.
Yeah, I will say you actually changed my life to a large degree, because we went out and played here at El Dorado Park Golf Course, and we were in the fairway, and you said, all right, so where are you looking at on the green? And I said, the flag, and he said, no. Well, why would you ever aim at that flag? You were looking away from that flag, top-down view. You want to be like 2 flag sticks left of that.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go to the range, our test kitchen, if you will, and we're going to discuss these topics.
Yeah, beautiful.
And maybe more, so we'll see you there.
All right.
When I first got into golf, I actually never thought I would actually play. I only thought I would go to the range. I thought, okay, cool, golf for me is just the driving range. So anyway, it's good to be here now with a verified range rat.
To be here. We're learning a lot.
What are you thinking?
Well, I think I want to see what you do on a daily basis if you were playing, what your routine looks like.
Here's the real talk, actually. I have recently decided not to go to the range. I've decided no more driving range for me, basically ever.
Okay. But you have a pattern now.
Yeah.
Right? And I think the pattern has to also be the same, similar at least on the golf course as it would be on the range.
Yeah, well, how do you see the pattern breaking down?
Well, you have one club and you keep hitting the same ball, number one. You have different lies. You have time in between.
Right.
So you have this, long period of time. And then the other part of that is, I would say being organized would be like cleaning your golf club, little things like that. So it's hard to be consistent when you got dirt all over the club face.
It does affect things. I find that when I was going to the range, the best things that I would do would basically, it wasn't even real shots. Like it was just, if I could just hit like 10 perfect chips, then I felt like I was good to go.
Yeah.
Mostly because I think one of the things for me about the range before the round is fatigue.
Yeah.
Because I usually walk. I don't want to get extra tired.
Yeah. Specifically, if you're working on something, you should go to the range with a goal. That would be it. Like if you go to the range just to go to the range, I don't think that's a healthy decision. You have a goal. And whether that be understanding how far a ball goes, what club you hit.
I like that.
Maybe it's, some games. You want to play some games like keeping the ball on one side of the flag stick all day long.
Oh.
Or just kind of finding out whether or not your routine is consistent.
Right.
It can be anything of that, but you always got to have a goal and then work towards that goal.
I like that. Acceptance could be a goal.
In life in general.
I mean, I don't even need to hit balls for this video, really. I think the goal is...
It's a talk.
Yes, the goal is mostly about setting intention. A lot of times for me, if I am going to the range now, I'm just trying to look at ball flight. Where is it going? Is it going right? Is it going left?
Yeah. So normally, that's not normal. I think you've trained yourself to do that, which is great. The average individual tries to fix that.
Oh, interesting.
They really do. They go out there and they go, I know I'm cutting a ball, but I'm going to try to take less cut.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of aim.
And that actually opens the door to the two-way miss.
Absolutely.
How are you?
Absolutely.
Welcome to my house.
Yeah.
You can have everything you want and leave it on fire after you go.
That's right. Right. Yeah, but no, I think that's just it. You have a goal. You work that goal, you create a plan based off the goal you're going to have, and then it's going to be an interesting phenomenon where you go out on the golf course and then you remember how you practice based off that.
Yeah. I will say one of the interesting things about going to the range and finding your shot, okay, so it's a cut today, great. Then while you're on the round, while you're out there for 4 hours, 3, 4, 5 hours, what starts to happen is very subtle, and it sort of becomes like, try to hit a cut.
Yeah.
Try to hit a straight ball, and I think it's a commitment issue, kind of, because you see some of the best players in the world, and they're basically hitting the shot they know they can hit.
Yep.
And I think that's really could be a purpose of the range is what are the shots that I know I got?
Yeah.
If it's a 6-iron 170 with a little cut,
yeah,
no one's going to question me about that when I tell them a 2 on the scorecard.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, they don't remember the shot; they just see the score. So, and I think you hear this a lot on television, but in reality, tour players aren't hitting 15 different shots; they're hitting one.
Right. But you don't know. No. You're not seeing every hole. Yeah. How about to finish this video for fun, we can pretend we're going to go play around. Okay. This shot is what I'm going to play with all day.
Okay. Beautiful.
It scares
no matter
me.
what.
No matter what.
Doesn't matter.
What do you think it's going to be?
I think you hit a pretty straight ball.
Really? What do you do with that?
Well, I'll know when you run your routine.
Okay.
If it's good or not.
All right, so I'm looking at the second flag over there behind the first one. Getting as specific and intentional as I can about this so that I don't say, oh, I don't even know where I was aiming.
Look at that. Straight ball. I called it.
You did call a straight ball. So, do you think the video's done?
I think it was beautiful.
I think
it was beautiful.
I think we answered most of your questions. If you have any ideas for more things that you're curious about, drop them below, and maybe we'll do a podcast or something for fun.
That'd be really cool.
That'd be fun. All right, folks, thank you again. And remember, there's 3 other videos in this instruction series from Random Golf Club Films. Thanks, Dana, for coming on. And if you think I have a nice swing, don't compliment me. Compliment Dana, his wife, his family, all the other people he's worked with. I am a lucky benefactor of Dana's intelligence with the golf swing. So thank you again.